has worked with leather since he was 13 years old. He is a qualified master saddler, saddle fitter, a side saddle specialist, and leather worker. He is proud to showcase this traditional craft and make people aware that this craft exists. It is as relevant now as it was decades ago. Welcome to tell us more, James Adair.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is James Adair, and as Christina said, I am a qualified master saddler, saddle fitter, side saddle specialist, and leather worker. I'm also one of only 5 Queen Elizabeth Scholar Trust craft scholars in Northern Ireland. Working as a saddler, and as many craftspeople know, it can be a solitary existence, so you have to like your own company. I work many, many hours on my own, making, repairing, or restoring either equestrian items or items of personal use, such as bags and belts. I got into leather working at 13 after being chased out of a local shoe mender's shop with a bag full of greyhound collars. And I found a friend who was a master saddler in the household cavalry who gave me the basic skills to start my journey to becoming a saddler. My workshop is based in Uri, County Down. I have 850 square feet all to myself, where I make, repair, restore various equestrian items and non-equestrian items. The workshop is open to anybody, all and sundry, to come and visit, either watch me work or make themselves a cup of tea. Saddlery would be my primary source of income, either making new, repairing, adjusting, but I have recently gone into the manufacture of side saddles. To become a saddler, it takes between 4 and 7 years to qualify, and probably another 5 or 6 years to be accepted as a master in your field. And my primary objective is, number 1, the comfort of the horse, and then the comfort of the rider. So it takes about 2.5 hours to take the measurements. The frame of the saddle is a tree. Every saddler must learn how to make a saddle. Many saddlers, when they've done this, they probably only make 1 or 2 in their working life. After that, they repair, restore, or adjust. I also make bridles, because the rider needs some form of control over the horse to steer it and to do what the rider wants it to. Here we have a photograph of a very heavily decorated bridle for the dressage people. They like a lot of bling. Saddlers nowadays also work on harness, so I make and repair farm harness and also private driving harness. There's a renaissance in using horses for either demonstrations or actually using on the land. So this is a collar that was probably made about 100, I think it was 105 years ago that I was restoring. I'm the only saddler in Ireland who can make a side saddle from scratch. It takes between 5 and 6 weeks to make one of these. There is no machining in a side saddle at all. All my leathers are sourced, they're natural, and some of the threads I actually make by hand. I also restore and refurbish antiquarian side saddles, some of them well over 100 years old. This particular one here was made in 1910. And after restoration, the lady now, she jumps, hunts, and various other activities in it. In 2014, I was given the opportunity and funding from the Queen Elizabeth Scholarship Trust to go to learn the manufacture of side saddles. The trust was set up specifically in the UK to keep heritage crafts and crafts alive. So you find someone who's a master of the specialization that you want. I was lucky enough to find this gentleman here, Richard Godden, who's been making side saddles for over 60 years. and has made saddles for our present monarch. A real gentleman. He'd be 78 in a couple of weeks' time. Apart from equestrian products, I also make other things as well. Briefcases. Clients can come and have a pattern out of stock, or they can design their own. Mainly made out of saddlery leathers, naturally tanned. They pick the fixtures and fittings themselves, and even down to the colours of threads. Likewise, ladies come into the workshop, they have an idea for a handbag. So we sit down and we get on to the journey of designing the bag. They pick the colour, the fixtures, fittings, and then off I go and I hand stitch the bags. Again, everything leather, thread, all organic and naturally sourced. I also make historical items for reenactors and museums. Here we have a leather drinking vessel circa 11th, 12th century. The pattern was researched through archaeological finds, and it's lined with beeswax. Over this past 2 or 3 years, I began to teach others the traditional techniques of hand-making leather goods. And I have to say, it's very, very enjoyable. I have done other programs with physically handicapped people as well. This was a collaboration between a basket maker and myself. The little boy suffers from cerebral palsy, and he needs help to be supported on a pony. So a guy called Bob Johnson made the basket, and I did all the other work, and we went, and this child gets 1 hour independence a week riding on the pony. I also restore antiquarian luggage, gun boxes of various manufacture, mainly from London, and leather inlays is a big thing for antique dealers as well. It's amazing many people can't inlay a desk. Highlights of 2016, first of all, being invited here to this festival through Creative Momentum. I also won the Society of Master Saddlers competition in February for the manufacture of a new side saddle, and I was also asked to demonstrate at the Royal Windsor Horse Show as part of the celebrations for Her Majesty's birthday, 90th birthday. Thank you very much for your attention.